Today, for our Math Strategies video, we're going to be talking about breaking shapes into parts. We're going to be decomposing simple shapes into equal shares of halves and fourths. Remember, decompose means to break apart, okay? So let's back up just a minute. If your teacher asks you to color in the circle or the whole circle, it would be the entire amount, okay? The whole circle. So that circle represents a whole, okay? If you drew a line down the center of that circle, you would be creating two equal parts, okay? So these are called halves. So this is 1/2, 2/2. So these would be halves, all right? So if you drew a line down the center of that circle and then across the center of that circle, you would be creating 4 equal parts, or fourths, okay? So one of these pieces would be a fourth of a whole, okay? Sometimes you can show equal parts in more than one way. So you could see with this square that I have here, there's a line down the middle, so I have 2 equal parts on either side. And this one here, I have a line that connects the corner to the corner, which means I have 2 equal parts here, okay? They look different, but they are equal parts, okay? You can also show unequal parts. So this square shows unequal parts. You can see that this part of the square is a lot bigger than this part of the square. So now we're going to take a look at some shapes that show equal parts and some that don't. So take a look at this circle. So we can see there's a line down the center, just like we talked about before. This is showing 2 equal parts, 2 halves. This circle is not showing 2 equal parts. You can see this side over here is a lot bigger, all right? This circle is showing 4 equal parts, or fourths, okay? This circle is not. As you can see, this piece is bigger than these 2 other pieces, so they are not equal, okay? So you can see here's a square where there's a line down the center and you have 2 equal parts. And this is the same square, but the line is drawn across in the middle. Again, it's showing 2 equal parts, or 2 halves. This square is not. As you can see, this portion of this square is much bigger than the other portion, all right? And this square has lines connecting the corners of the square, which is giving us 4 equal parts, okay? So in this last square, you can see it is broken up into 4 parts, but you can see they are not equal, okay? So now we're going to practice drawing equal parts of these shapes, okay? So this right here is a square. So one way that I can show equal parts is I can find the center or the middle, and I can draw a straight line down, as straight as I can, to show 2 equal parts, okay? So for my rectangle over here, in order to show 4 equal parts, or fourths, again, I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm going to draw a line down the center as well as I can here. And then I'm going to find the middle of my rectangle and draw a line across. And it kind of looks like a window. And so that shows 4 equal parts, or fourths. So as you begin to break shapes into parts, make sure they are equal parts. Remember, 4 parts are fourths, and those 2 parts are halves.